I'm Jesus Gamez. I'm very happy to be a Newcastle player.
Hello Newcastle fans TV, and that was Jesus Gamez speaking briefly in English there that he's joined Newcastle United. Fantastic, what a signing for Newcastle for the Championship. We've signed a top player from a La Liga side fighting for titles in the Champions League every year. Fantastic. More on Jesus Gamez in a moment. First, I'm going to quickly show you a video of him looking around St. James's Park, being shown around, meeting a couple of teammates and speaking in his native tongue.
1, 2, 3. Dile que en 4 meses le hago la primera entrevista en inglés.
Says 4 months. Give him 4 months, and then he'll be able to do the interview. In English.
Muy bien, mira.
It's one of those big clubs, you know. In Spain, we consider Newcastle to be one of the big clubs in England. It's a historical club that has had the misfortune of finding itself in the Championship this year, but it is a club that needs to be in the Premier League because that's where its historical potential is.
So there he was doing all the press and everything today for Newcastle and the fans and the media as well. Fantastic signing. We'll come on to his strengths and his career, what I know of him so far, because I know quite a bit about him. Right, I've got his a few things that he's been saying in the media today, so I'll blow it up on the screen for you. So he said, I'm really looking forward to starting the next chapter of my career at Newcastle. It was the right time to leave Atletico Madrid, and this is the right move for me. We have an exciting project here to bring Newcastle back to where it belongs in the Premier League, and I'm very happy to be part of that. So he's delighted himself with the move. Rafa Benitez went on to say, I'm really pleased to bring Jesus here in Newcastle. He's a very good defender who can play on both sides, left and right. He's experienced. I know he has a great character, and importantly, he is an excellent professional. I'm sure he will give balance to the team. So Rafa Benitez there, very promising signs, optimism of his signing as well. So here's Gamez. So let's talk about his career first and how he's got in Newcastle, and we'll talk about his strengths as well. So he made his name from what I remember, because I've seen him at Malaga. Now what I remember at Malaga, he was predominantly a right back at Malaga, and he also was promoted with Malaga. He made over 250 appearances there. He was promoted from the Segunda division into La Liga, and then Malaga in a few seasons in La Liga qualified for the Champions League. He played in the Champions League under Manuel Pellegrini, as we all know he used to be Man City boss, and then he got his move to Atletico 2 years ago under Diego Simeone. He lost his place last season. He only played literally 14-15 games, and it was at left back where Simeone played him. It's hard to say that. He played him at left back predominantly, but he is normally a right back. So what are his strengths? What is he going to bring to Newcastle that we lack in the defence? Well, he's captain material. He's literally captained Malaga on a lot of times. He's been club captain there. He puts his body on the line. He's aggressive. He's strong. He's more defensive than, say, Janmaat, for example, on the right back. He doesn't push up as much as Janmaat, and he's not the quickest, so his pace lacks. Being just turned 31, that'll probably show you why. Predominantly at right back, as we've already covered, but he can fill in at left back, and that'll help Newcastle out, especially with the injuries to Dummett and Haidara, because those two have been injury prone for the last 2 years. He thinks more of the team than himself, so he thinks of the team first than himself. So he'll not be out for glory himself. You think of Newcastle first, him second, which is key. Rafa's spotted that from a distance. He'll put a shift in as well. He'll work really hard. He's got dedication, professionalism. He can adapt, and he'll sacrifice himself. When he left, he got many fans from Atleti saying, oh, we wish him well. How many players do get that? Even the club come out on Twitter and said, we wish him well. So all the right abundances to come into Newcastle's side, whether it's a right back or a left back, very versatile. Yes, it does throw questions out there about Janmaat, but this Jesus Gamez, I'm delighted, absolutely delighted we have a player. I am probably now more excited than this player than Richie, Matt Sells and Dwight Gale. I am more excited about this signing than the other three because I know Jesus Gamez really, really well. We've also signed Stuart Finley and Yassin Ben Al-Mani. It's not easy to say that. There'll be a separate video on those two, so keep an eye out for that on the channel. It'll be coming out in the next few hours, so do go over and head that. I'll put it on the card there, so go and check that out. So what is make of Jesus Gamez? Get your comments down there below. I am absolutely delighted, and I'll see you later.